taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut, season off top, you stop breathing.
The Golden Boy card, though, like, it was entertaining. Like I said before, Oscar has the innate ability to put on cards that are entertaining. And at least the main card, there were knockouts. Every single one on the fight maker were knockouts. So shout out to Barroso for finally getting a fucking stoppage after all this time. You know, like
finally, Jesus, finally.
Yeah,
well, there was all stoppages on this card, right? Like 4 fights, all KOs, kind of.
Yeah, all KOs, man. You know,
yeah, two of them in the first round. So
of course, you know, which leads us to the co-main. You know, you have Ohara Davies, who's making his Golden Boy debut. You know, and he's the number one contender. You know, going for the interim belt against Ismael Barroso, who got jobbed against Rolly in a fight that he was winning handily on all 3 cards. You know, and then for a suspect Tony Weeks stoppage, kind of put an end to things. Of course, Tony Weeks will also come into play in the main event, though. But, you know, as we all know, Ohara Davies, though, after, you know, was like literally was calling Rolly out and Ellerby out, it was like, yo, you gotta, you know, that shot is mine. And then, you know, Rolly was kind of like, nah, I don't want to fight you. I'm gonna fight Brian, and let me have my
being extra with it. Cause
yeah,
you see how Leonard Ellerby was trying to be like, yo, chill, dude. Like, I'm an executive ass nigga. Like, you gotta have those bars for me. Like,
yeah, and you know, and Davis was doubling down, and then of course he signed with Oscar, and then, you know, throughout the lawsuit, and Rolly kind of went radio silent, and Ellerby kind of ignored him, you know, going after that. So it was like Davis was talking, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna beat Barroso, and then Rolly, we're gonna revisit this, you know.
Talked all summer.
Yeah, all summer, yeah.
The type of talking where you cannot, for whatever reason, lose the fight. Let alone in the first round, let alone the first 90 fucking seconds.
Yeah. And it was wild too, because I remember me and PG were talking about this in the chat in the inbox or whatever, and it was just like you could see that Barroso was timing the count, because I remember the first counter Barroso threw, it kind of grazed him. It didn't hit him enough, but I think it shocked him enough that Davies was like, okay, let me try to reset again. But Davies never made no adjustment, because he kept on overextending, he kept on overreaching, and then Barroso was like, okay, you're gonna do that again? All right, let's do that. Yeah, he did that, and Barroso, when that left-handed leg, like that shit was audible, like that shit, like I was like, God damn, like, is there like a mic next to his in his?
I swear that was a shooting catch, because he caught his shot and then he hit him with the left hook, and it was over after that. I felt like that.
Yeah, like dude,
that was nice. That was nice, man. That was like,
yeah, it was. Dude was on.
Dude stutter stepped hurt.
Yeah, that dude was on Queer Street like ASAP, like, you know, and then Barroso put him down. And, you know, like Davies got up, but you could tell that the fight was over. Like, the shit was a wrap, you know. And then after that, you know, Barroso came in there and put him down again. Like, and then you see Davies' corner was, you know, they're about to wave the, you know, they're getting ready to like throw the towel in. And then you see Davies over there, like his eyes, you could tell that the lights were on, but nobody was home. Like, he wasn't answering them commands, like, you know.
Couldn't walk forward, none of that shit. Like, people was like, nah, it was a bad stoppage.
The British chin, I don't know, man. 99% rating on that British chin.
Yeah, but the funny thing too, like he'd only been knocked out by Taylor, but it took Taylor like 9 rounds to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, and then, you know, and Catterall beat him up over the distance. So it's just like, but then, like I said, Barroso.
And all this nigga do is get beat up, and he just running his mouth like this.
He was always interjecting. That's the thing. Like, he was always interjecting whenever Rolly and Ryan were quote unquote paused, like not flirting, but they were just going back and forth with each other on Twitter. He would always, hey guys, I'm the Mando. I'm the one that's, you know, getting the shot.
And I like, think that because, like, you know, you
wanted to be seen so much, and now when you're seen, this is what people remember you for.
Yeah. So he fucked up. I won't say he fucked up his career, but he fucked up a lot of different. He fucked up his money, because
dude, he did fuck up his career. I'm gonna have to say that. Fuck that.
Because I mean, because thankfully he signed, because Oscar now has to rebuild him, and I'm pretty sure Oscar was like, fuck it. Like, well,
Oscar didn't even attempt, because he signed him for that you know, for that exact rating he had, you know, for that rating. So it's like shit.
So it's like, now, like, you have to rebuild him. Like, now so, you know, you have to risk him against some other 140 pounder that can probably touch his chin too. It's like, yeah, that's not ideal for Oscar. He doesn't want to do that. Because I
Yeah, 140 and 154, not the divisions to be having a damn shaky chin and bad boxing IQ. Because this is the thing. I hate when these young fighters get these old niggas and they want to play outbox the old nigga or let me fight behind him or take my time. The nigga's 40 years old. I don't respect my elders. Jump on this old motherfucker and start whipping combinations and shit.
Yeah.
They never do that. They want to go in there. He's an old guy. Da 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 da. Let me see what this nigga. If you don't start throwing bricks at this motherfucker, my God, dog, that's annoying. Like, let me just see if let me spar a nigga that's like 10 years older than me, 15 years older than me. I'm not. Oh, all right. Let me see. No, you putting fucking pressure off rip.
Yeah, because I mean, Barroso's a guy. Barroso has been KO'd by Anthony Crolla, and then he was KO'd by Akhmadev. Although he dropped Akhmadev because his power is not a jump. Barroso.
And did you hear that, Anthony Corolla?
Yeah,
Toyota Corolla.
Yeah,
the bonus stage knocked this nigga out. And y'all mean to tell me y'all like struggling with this guy? Like,
yes, I mean Barroso. Barroso is the first feel good story for 2024 because obviously dude was done wrong by Rolly, and and now he's put himself in a position where again, like, who knows if he's gonna get a shot at Rolly now or Barroso's gonna be like, you know what, give me the fucking stand aside money because it'll probably be more money than he's made in his career.
It's the step aside money. Yeah, that'll.
Yeah,
he'll take it.
I just feel like have Rolly and Ryan fight, put Barroso on the undercard again
against Barboza.
Who?
I mean, hey, if that's what makes sense, sure.
Barboza, I mean, he signed. I mean, Oscar signed Jose and Barboza for a reason. I mean, why not?
Jose Ramirez.
That's what I meant, Jose Ramirez. But I mean, Barboza fought on the same card, so have them be the co-main. That's a pretty good co-main for because I'm sure if Rolly Ryan, if next Ryan fight, it seems like they're gonna gear towards the pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? It seems like.
Yeah. And then I think Rolly it all depends what the WBA is going to do with Rolly because Rolly's on the hook to actually fight Barroso, and it depends if they're going to let him slide the step aside or they're going to be like, no, you fight him.
He's going to step aside. Yeah. He's going to step aside.
Yeah, not yet.
Going to step aside.
Have Barroso fight the winner. Fuck it then.
I mean, actually, because I know Barroso. I mean, the whole story, because the story about dude was pretty much like I won't say he was in poverty, whatever, but it was clear that dude was not making the money that he should have been making. So it's a good. So pretty much now he's getting paid now in his advanced stages of his career, and and like I said, his power is still ridiculous because that fucking left hand was fucking sang like that left hand hit a high note. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit was
like that shit was one of the most unexpected knockdowns I've seen in a while. Like, I think as far as reaction on some like, oh shit, this might be up there with damn Steve Cunningham and Tyson Fury.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, because I jumped up. I was like, you're trash. You trash. You trash.
I'm too long. I did put Barroso to win, but I didn't expect the first. I didn't expect the first round knockout. I mean, at all. I thought he'd get him out there maybe 8 or 10 or some shit.
Yeah. I didn't like they have a little bout, like a little fight. I mean, I could see that, but yeah, first round, first minute.
Yeah.
That's just unprecedented. Like, no one expected that. Like,
yeah, O'Hara Davis really fucked up on that one because, but like I said, it's good for Barroso because it keeps him in line for getting more paydays, and he deserves them. So it's like it's and yeah, I know he's probably going to step aside because he's like, why not? Because LB will be like, look here, bro. Like, I know you need this money. I see how you living in Colombia or wherever the fuck you're from. Look, just take this little $500,000 in U.S. currency, and then let's forget about this whole mandatory shit for now. We'll double back later.
Give him a fake promise of you'll get the winner.
Yeah. Or if not, you'll just get another step aside money. It worked for worked for the other cat for 154. Like, so it's like, yeah, well, that's what we'll do. And then also, shout out to salute Chris Brand. Happy New Year's to you too. And Golden Boy seems to have first Q on lock. They're striking. They struck first, and then of course the Discord boxing chat. Probably be running that salute. To that one.
BBC.
So, but yeah, man, like I said, that was a hell of a knockout though, and like I said, it was a feel good knockout for everyone except of course Howard Davies, of course. So it's like, yeah, he got humbled. Like, he's at like that loss was so bad. Like he has to be on some Geese Howard Fatal Fury 2 go train in the mountains by yourself type shit. Yeah, like
don't talk to nobody. Like a nigga just bring you food like one time in the middle of the day, and you just stay in the fucking mountains and train, nigga. Because that shit was embarrassing.
It was, and I mean, like I said, I hope Howard Davis can, like I said, because obviously Oscar's gonna have to keep him around for a little bit. So, I guess we're gonna probably see.
Send the nigga for him in the mountains and check on him. That's all, Oscar.
Yeah.
I know Oscar, boy, you probably hit that coke so hard after that.
Right? It was like,
I didn't get sick.
He probably went straight to the bathroom. He's like, hold on. He's like, hold on. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
Yeah.
But he's probably
for real, that nigga came back. He's like, oh man, like, and cause that card was taking too fucking long. Like all these quick knockouts. And y'all kept doing 20-minute, 30-minute segments in between fucking fights.
Yeah, they were.
I hate when they do that shit. Like, like somebody got to put some new energy, interactive shit. Like somebody has to start making these boxing cards more fun to get through. Mm-hmm. Like it feels like work. Like that's one thing that HBO had. You could watch a whole HBO card, even if they might be talking or they have the little side story. They just made it so interesting and high level, professional, and you just sat there and watched it. Mm-hmm. But for some reason, no one else could duplicate that.
Right.
Like, I don't know, man. Man, that main event was something else, yo. So what you think?
Yeah, that main event, number one, Lawson was going to go down anyways because Lawson was pretty much, he was shaky baby all throughout the fucking fight, though. But Tony Weeks, though, be stopping these fights at the wrong fucking time, and he did do it this time. He did it again. It was an anticlimactic. Like, I can see it just was not the time because when he stopped
Dude didn't even land the punches. Ortiz didn't even land those punches.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was all blocked.
Yeah, they were blocking him, just like, Lawson was.
It's worse than the Manfredo Calzaghe stoppage.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
it, dude. At least Calzaghe had like 30 slaps. Like, at least he did he pretty much had he had E Honda and he had the nigga against the wall and he was like,
right.
But you didn't even get that with this shit. You literally just got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Block, stop.
Yeah, it was basically, it was like doing drill. I'm not saying Lawson wasn't hurt, but Lawson wasn't ready to get out, ready to be pulled out of there. Like, even the corner was like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, it was like...
Everybody was pissed off at that.
Yeah.
The fucking crowd, yo.
Yeah, and I know, and I know most people, and of course there was other controversy too. Because I know most people have mentioned, like, ever since, because, Tony Weeks was the ref, during that Dave Morrell fight where he put that Kazakh fighter or whatever in a, he gave him, like, he put him in a coma. Yeah, and that fight was fucking, that fight was tight, brutal too, and the knockout was sick. So it was like,
hold on. Wasn't Tony Weeks reffing Barroso and Rowley?
Yeah, he was the ref there. He was the ref there. Yeah.
There you go.
It's kind of a shame because he was the ref for Corrales, Castillo won.
Yeah, like,
how many? He's been in so many classic fights. Come on, it's Tony Weeks.
He stuck around long enough time so y'all could insert the Batman 2 quote.
Yeah.
See the villain now.
But apparently, obviously, because he posted on Facebook, the reason why he stopped it because he heard that Lawson, he originally had a brain aneurysm. And then, I think he said, he hit like twice, and then the third time he was tested, there wasn't any sign of aneurysm. So that's why he was thinking of that. And I'm thinking to myself, why does a ref have to do with that? Like, why would a ref even have that information or even know that? It's like, and either way, it's not up to you to stop that just because of that. That's up to the doctors to make sure, because the brain aneurysm is a career ender in boxing. Like, niggas cannot go go in the ring and fight after you have an aneurysm, because that's like.
But you heard Golden Boy never even denied it though.
Well, they are denying it because they went in full, like I think they even sent something to our ring gang email. Like they put out a whole press release about it. It's like, nah, like what Tony was saying was not true and shit like that. It's like yeah, they're trust me, they're doing.
Oh, okay, so they trying to clean it up then. Yeah,
because it's a lawsuit, because you're not supposed to let niggas with brain injuries like that go and fight again, because they can die.
Yeah. So you don't think there's no truth to what Tony Weeks put on Facebook?
I mean, they're telling him like even the commission is telling like, nah, Tony, like that's not how it goes. So I mean, it could.
You trying to save face for fucking up?
Yeah, I mean, it could possibly mean that Tony Weeks may never ref under Nevada commission again. It's a big possibility.
Nor should he. He's lost it.
Yeah. It's kind of. I hope they paid this man well, because this. And that's the thing. It's like you never could fall in love with individuals. It's always the sport, and when you love the sport more than anything else, you want to see it grow. You want to see it good, and you don't want to see people fuck it up.
Mm-hmm.
And if he stays any longer and get big profile fights, he's just gonna fuck it up. So
he should join Kenny Bayless, in retirement. Kenny Bayless recently announced his retirement. I do think.
Yeah. Hey, what up, man?
I don't know if it's the PBC fanboys, because he does ref a lot of PBC fights and everything, but they did say, maybe the Morel Yasabuli, whatever his name was, the one he put dude in a coma.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned that before, nigga. Scroll up.
I'm saying people think that made him a changed man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I can see it too, because that fight went to the 12th round and he brutally knocked dude out. Yeah, and it should have been stopped way earlier. So it's like,
Well, I mean, he controlled these fighters' lives. I mean, and people say he used to let fights go on too long. So I mean, he finally turned the corner, but at what cost?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, obviously there's still questions. I mean, is Vergil Ortiz? I mean, a first round knockout is not gonna tell us anything about Vergil Ortiz now. It's just like
almost felt like they needed to grab a nigga from the audience or somebody to fight him or some shit. Like,
right?
I felt like that was not. Honestly, I'm glad I trained the next day on some random shit, because I felt like I didn't have enough boxing that Saturday night, and I was kind of pissed. Like, I went to sleep like, fuck, I need more boxing. Like, this was bullshit.
It was decent. I mean, it was entertaining for what it was, but I think it was just more or less. It didn't like beat the. It didn't satisfy like the requirement like you need. Like,
it wasn't enough, dude. Look, bro, we had got a fucking Netflix answer. I mean, a Netflix movie ending for boxing.
Right.
Like, we're like, are we gonna get a part 2? Is Lawson okay?
Yeah.
I mean, why you mad at Ortiz? Like, it's just you had too many questions instead of saying, okay, yeah, Ortiz fucked this nigga up. Who y'all want to see him fight next?
Yeah, like I'd say if either the co-main or the main event was a lot longer, I would probably feel like, okay, this was cool. But considering that, I mean, obviously, the co-main didn't last as long. I mean, didn't last too long and stuff like that. So I think that's why it was just a string of knockouts. But some people, like I said, some people like to see the knockouts. It's what it is.
That's cool. It's good to have cards like that. It's just like they say, you got to give us a better produced package.
Right.
It's just boxing. It's like we need more boxing shows, bro. Like, like it's competition. It's like everything is done in such a way where it's like, we know y'all trying to buy time in between fights. It's that, like, produce better content, do something. Like,
I miss having guys, because I mean they have so many fighters, like the a lot of 140 niggas was at that fight, but not one interview.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
not one. There was no
round robin discussion going or something.
But there was no one. I mean, I know they're not all on the platform, but there was not one interview. I felt like in that whole thing. Was there? I mean, maybe one. Maybe like I don't know.
I mean, Teal was never put on TV, and he was there.
Yeah, and they didn't even show. They didn't even show the fight. Like, come on. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, but I agree with LB in that regard. I mean, we all love knockouts, but first round knockouts and in
the co-main and the main. When's the last time that's happened?
I was looking more forward, to the Davies Barroso fight, and it was obviously, that was the good. But I expect a little bit of action in that main event. But nothing.
LB, to answer your question, I remember there was a fight on HBO that was like that. Like, I think it was like mad random, but I remember that shit was like 4 fights, and all of them ended up fucking early. Like, I can't, and for life of me, I can never remember what the fuck that card was. And
I vaguely remember what you're talking about. Is this a mid 2000s card or late 90s?
It's a 2000s card. And I'm thinking, I was like, God damn! Like, 'cause I remember it was just early knockouts left and right, and there was a lot of they were trying to fill shit with a lot of dead end. That's what this Golden Boy card reminded me of. It was just knockouts after knockouts. Like, either they were one-sided or short. And for love of me, I cannot fucking remember that name of that damn card. Or who was it?
Yo, speaking of Vergil Ortiz, y'all check out, y'all pull up that Twitter poll we did.
Oh yeah, that's right. We did do a poll on that.
Let me see if I can find it. I mean, it shouldn't scroll. We didn't do much posting today. Let's see. That today? Yesterday? I don't know. Oh yeah. Okay. So, about what Vergil Ortiz fight you want to see this year?
Yes.
We got 44 votes. Well, let me rephrase the question. The question we asked on Ringing Radio on x/twitter.com is what Vergil Ortiz fight do you want to see this year, 2024? We had 4 options. We had Ortiz versus Tim Kostyasson's Zoo, who got 61%, 9% for Crawford, 14% for Ennis, and 16% for Ramos. 44 votes, got about a little less than a week left, so...
I'm actually surprised that Ramos got actually votes.
That's what I think. I think.
I ain't gonna lie. I want to replace Ramos with somebody else, but I didn't know who. So I don't know who else. If there was another name.
Yo, I was struggling with a name for because I was like Lubin, but I was like, I thought Ramos beat him. Then I'm like, who has 160? Who else at 154? Has some juice that I could think of that would be a good fight.
So, I mean, I wasn't really mad at because Ramos. I mean, he got some votes. Shit,
shit, he got votes. Yeah, like because honestly, Ortiz Ramos would be a fight of the year.
It would.
That's a fight of the fucking millennium. Like that shit'd be that'd be a great fight. So I don't think you could go wrong with that. The winner definitely deserves a title shot.
Right.
But then a guy like Vergil said he deserves a title shot now, regardless where he at.
Mm-hmm.
So I have no problem with the Zoo fight, especially since he called him out and said it. It'd be nice if somebody actually respond to his call outs. I remember the last time he called somebody out after beating somebody's ass, and they was telling him, you're not ready yet.
Okay.
Instead of just showing him he ain't ready, he was telling them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I could look my man's in the gym face, look at him in the face anymore like that in the gym. Getting whooped like that, and then nigga won't smoke with me, and I'm up here like, nah, you not ready for this. So yeah, you know who I voted for. But I can respect all the votes because I think this is one of those Twitter polls where each vote is good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what's it. So, that card. Like, I mean, hopefully Ortiz, is back in the ring. Short turnaround because, like I said, he barely broke a sweat, and hopefully we'll see him back in the ring. Probably in 3 months or so.
He got at least. He has at least had. I know he's a big name, but 3 fights at least. I know asking for 4 is a lot. So I mean, at least give us 3. At least give us 3 fights.
Dude, if Anthony Joshua could give us 3 fucking fights, Vergil Ortiz
should be able to give us it. Yeah.
Because I have my doubts that Joshua would give us.
If he only fights one more time this year, then it's like, come on, man.
Yeah,
You
dude, he
need to
almost
rebuild
got to
your
really
buzz.
fight 4
You need to
times.
rebuild your buzz a little bit. You were off for 2 years, you know. I mean, for a year and a half, 2 years.
Dude, honestly, he should be back out fighting in March.
He really should be low key on as the co-main on the Schofield Diaz. I mean, the Schofield JoJo fight, but you know that's not gonna happen.
He's not going to be co-main to that.
I know. I'm just saying, like, give him like I know he's a main event fighter. I'm just saying, like, I wish I don't know.
Dude, they could create cards around him. They just need to keep him active. Put him back out there. He need a quick turnaround like Andy Ruiz did for the first Joshua fight. Like, back March, yo.
Yeah, because the more you let him languish, the more there's a chance that he might have a flare up of that rhabdo coming back, and it's just like, and then then the whole shit will be fucked up again. He'll have to reboot.
And then he'll be fighting at 160. We'll be talking about, okay, he's fighting Vladimir Hernandez now. Like, which isn't a bad fight, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, it's just like, because Ortiz right now is just activity is what he needs to do. Because it probably is just to make sure that he can actually stay in fighting condition without any of the sickness. So, but then the Golden Book card, like I said, it was good for what it was entertaining for what it was. But it was just like, it's the first card 2024. So you and obviously they have more cards on the horizon or whatever. But